problem is, Congressman, you're running out of time. You got like 167 days, less than 5.5 months until Election Day. Let's say the courts resolve this after the election and Joe Biden's reelected. It doesn't mean anything. What do you do if that happens?
Well, this has been a race against the clock the entire 2 years, and the Biden strategy to cover up all of their corruption has been to stall, obstruct, do whatever they could to try to run out the clock and hope that by some miracle the Democrats flip the House and they become chairman of the House Oversight Committee again.
Yeah.
They regain subpoena power, and then they bury this investigation. So we're doing everything we can, and there are other groups. Heritage has come out with a lawsuit. And there are, I believe, some major media networks that have joined in a lawsuit to try to get these audio tapes. So this isn't political, like the House Democrats tried to characterize. The fact that all your major media networks that have run cover for Joe Biden the entire
Congressman, I'm with you. I have the list of media networks. The problem is they're not talking about this. So they're pursuing the audio tapes through legal channels, but they're not reporting on that pursuit. So nobody really knows about this, yet here we are 5.5 months from Election Day, and we're in this constant holding pattern. How frustrating is it for you to have the White House and an attorney general that just don't take you seriously?
It's very frustrating. And you know, when I read the Hur report the second time, I could feel Robert Hur's frustration. I think that's why in his report, he took the unprecedented step of saying that Joe Biden was essentially a mental invalid. Therefore, we're not going to prosecute him, even though he's guilty of mishandling classified documents. There was a level of frustration there with Hur. I share his level of frustration. They have not been truthful in the White House. He has Ian Sims and Jean-Pierre and all of his talking heads go out almost on a daily basis and say some false narrative about the investigation that's not been true. Turn over those audio tapes. Be transparent. That's what this White House said they would do when they were running for the presidency, but yet they continue to obstruct, they continue to hide, and they continue to try to stall and run out the clock in our investigation.
Yeah, you think about the audio tapes. You mentioned Richard Nixon. That took more than 2.5 years, and ultimately he resigned before anything happened. I want to talk about this hearing that happened late last week. Got a lot of attention. Let me just play the soundbite so everybody at home can watch this one more time. Take a look.
Talking about,
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up. Your feelings hurt.
Her words down. Oh, girl, baby girl. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
Chairman, motion to strike those words.
I had no idea what you just said.
Congressman, you realize that you had the line of the entire hearing. I have no idea what you just said. Okay, so that they made a mockery of your committee hearing. Marjorie Taylor Greene, a Republican, Jasmine Crockett, a Democrat who I'd never heard of until late last week. What are you going to do to make sure that never happens again? Because that was a first.
Well, I'm not a middle school teacher. I'm not a therapist. My sensitivity training didn't cover a scenario like that. But look, the Democrats do this every hearing. That's why it's difficult to have oversight hearings. That's their strategy. Usually it's Moskowitz, but the last hearing it was Jasmine Crockett. They come out, they do everything in their ability to try to give the media their narrative of Comer's Oversight Committee broke out into chaos. I mean, I have some difficult members on the committee, and it's unfortunate that that's the viral clip of that hearing because, as we've stated earlier,
no, the whole message gets missed.
To hold Merrick Garland accountable.
Yeah, the whole message, the whole point of the hearing gets missed. Are you and Jamie Raskin, do you guys socialize after hours together?
No, it's really bad. But during that hearing,
I feel like maybe you should, Congressman, because you two don't seem to. It's oil and water up there at best.
No. And I told Raskin during the hearing, when it first broke out, I said, I think we should recess. I'm going to take my members back and cool them off, which I was talking about two members. And I said, you need to take your members and cool them off. And I was talking about 2 members, and we all know who they were. We did that.
Yeah.
We went back. I told Marjorie, you're going to have to, tone it. You're going to have to calm down, get through your hearing, get through your remarks, and let's move on with this. We came back in. 15 minutes later, they all started into it again.
It happened again.
It's unfortunate, but I'm doing everything in my ability to ensure that we have credible hearings.
Yeah.
But with 47 members, most of the firebrand in Congress, you're going to have outbursts like this.